The diplomatic ships of the Solarians, Turians, and Krogan float far away from one another, out of weapon range. Messages sent by each faction indicate that they would welcome the Normandy as a neutral meeting ground for their diplomats. The fact that they have not agreed on a ship to serve as a neutral meeting point before now does not bode well for the negotiations. So how many of you love to sit in on negotiation meetings? No one? Anyone? No? Yeah. I don't blame you.
Commander, the Solarian Dalatras and Krogan clan chief are ready to come aboard.
Have them brought to the conference room. And hope this doesn't start another war.
The Krogan is in no position to make demands.
The Krogan has a name. Erdnot Rex. And I'm not just some junkyard Varen you unleash whenever you're in trouble.
Rex?
My own problems. Reaper scouts have arrived on Tuchanka. So why should I care if a few Turians go extinct?
Trying to draw out negotiations will get you nowhere, Rex. I have no time for it. Just tell us what you want.
I'll tell you what I need. A cure for the genophage.
Absolutely not. The genophage is non-negotiable.
I cannot tell you how much I hate this Dalatras. I hate her so much. Her logic and thinking on this is so ridiculous. But forgive me if this sounds bad, but I've been pointing this as we've been going through the series. It's very Solarian. Like, just listen to her argument here.
Why are you so opposed to the idea, Dalatras?
Because my people uplifted the Krogan. We know them best.
You mean you used us to fight a war you couldn't win? It wasn't the Solarians, or the Asari, or even the Turians that stopped the Rachni. It was Krogan blood that turned the tide.
And after that, you ceased to be useful. The genophage was the only way to keep your urges in check.
Dalatras, you may not like him, but Rex is right. Insulting him won't change that.
I won't apologize for speaking the truth. We uplifted the Krogan to do one thing: wage war. It's all they know because it's all we wanted them to know.
I don't take well to people who have a superiority personality, who act very superior towards other people, very elitist, this very, I'm superior to you, more smarter and intellectual than you, and I'm going to look down upon you and speak of you as if you are nothing but some peasant in comparison to me. I'm exaggerating a bit, but it's mainly to just kind of get my point across that this is how a lot of Solarians, not all of them, but quite a few Solarians that we have encountered in this series have acted, and she is probably the worst example of them all. Because right now we are talking about trying to get their help against a common foe. This is the big thing here. I want to try and give some kind of comparison here as to why this concern the Solarians have about the Krogan becoming the next great threat is insignificant and doesn't matter and irrelevant compared to what we are dealing with now. If we don't stop the Reapers, there's no such thing as a Krogan threat. You want to be concerned about the Krogan after we've cured them or help, that's something we can deal with after we've dealt with the Reapers. If we deal with the Reapers. Because some of them will talk about this as if, oh, well, of course we'll beat the Reapers, it's a foregone conclusion. But those Krogan, they're going to be such a problem for us to deal with. And it's like, you do realize the Reapers are not some just, type of threat, right? This is like, I try to compare the Reapers to, say, the Burning Legion in World of Warcraft as a threat, because that's how they should be looked upon and taken seriously. That kind of a devastating threat that's going to wipe out everything. And they're just more concerned about, we'll deal with, how to deal with something that happens after we've dealt with the Reapers, as if they think it's something they can handle. And you can encounter Solarians that will actually talk as if they do think they can take down the Reapers, even by themselves. which is ridiculous that the Solarians think they can actually take down the Reapers all by themselves. But, as I've said, this is a common issue with the Solarian people. Not all of them, but quite a few that we have encountered.
Your people should have thought the matter through then. Was it really a surprise the Krogan revolted?
That's precisely my point, Commander. We made a rash decision. We turned to the Krogan in desperation. It's the same mistake you're about to make today. No good can come from curing the genophage.
I mean, they were done... that happened because you saw the Rachni as that kind of devastating threat. So, when the situation calls for it, you know...
The Krogan have paid for their mistakes. The genophage has gone on long enough.
1,476 years, if you're keeping track.
It was 1,000 years of peace, free from these brutes.
Enough!
And of course she just loves to throw out names.
It would take years to formulate one.
My information says otherwise.
I hate that she resorts to name-calling.
A Solarian scientist, Malin, grew a conscience. He was on my planet, testing a cure on our females.
I remember. His methods were barbaric.
But what you didn't know is that other females survived his experiments. So the Dalatress here sent in a team to clean up the whole mess, and to take them...
Fun fact, if Morden didn't survive the second game, this footage is different.
Where did you get this? It could be a fabrication.
Don't insult me. Those are my people. They're immune to the genophage, and you're going to give them back.
Dalatrass, is this true?
How will curing the genophage benefit my people?
How about we help you survive the Reapers? I mean, you know... I mean, we could just leave you to die at the hands of the Reapers. Would you prefer that?
How long do you think you'll last alone against the Reapers? Because if you don't help, that's how it'll end up.
And I'll be the last friendly Turian you ever see.
What's it gonna be?
You're just making enemies here, Dalatrass.
The females are being kept at one of our STG bases on Surkesh. But I warn you, Commander. The consequences of this will be felt for centuries to come.
Will be nothing compared to what happens if the Reapers win.
Let's get the females.
You're not setting foot on Surkesh. This will take time.
It happens now. As a Council Spectre, Shepard can oversee the exchange.
We're going.
I won't forget this, Commander. A bully has few friends when he needs them most.
So the pot calls the kettle black. I mean, you were just a bully yourself. And now you're calling me the bully? So of course we're taking Garrus. But I'm torn. There's a couple of other good choices here. I don't really think bringing Edie is that important, but I would say bringing Liara or Javik is also pretty good. I think the first time I played this, I showed you guys what happens if we take Liara. So this time, what do you guys say we go ahead and bring Javik? Because there's some pretty interesting, unique dialogue for bringing Javik on this mission. Alright, let me switch armors here. Let me go ahead and show you guys this armor. I'm fine with my weapons. Fine with those for him. Yeah. Actually, did I... I can mess with that later. Because I think I forgot to properly edit Garrus's weapons. Modify them, but not a big deal.
This is the Solarian homeworld we're headed to. They aren't used to seeing Krogan here, so let's keep it simple. We land, get the females, and leave before anyone changes their mind.
I still don't trust a word they say.
Let diplomacy play out, Rex. You'll get what you want.
These females are the best, and probably last hope for my people.
We'll bring them home, Rex. You've waited long enough for this day.
A lifetime. I appreciate the assist, Garrus.
Figured you'd gone soft sitting on your throne. Forgot how to hold a gun.
He wouldn't be king then, would he?
Who's that?
He's a Prothean.
Sometimes I'm not sure if the Normandy's a warship or a traveling freak show. As long as he can hold a gun.
Commander.
Oh, he can do more than hold a gun.
On sensors.
Set her down.
Commander, Solarian ground control says we don't have clearance to land.
Tell them the Dalitras authorized this herself.
I knew they'd never keep their word. Let's see them try to stop a Krogan airdrop.
Rex.
Rex?
We have an unauthorized landing.
And who authorized you to hold my race hostage?
Halt! Stand down! Hold your fire!
Commander Shepard, restrain your colleague. We only found out about this transfer a few moments ago.
Once again, they, I mean, yeah, Rex did attack them. But notice how they're going to focus a lot on Rex here. And just assume that Rex is, of course, going to be incredibly hostile towards them. When they could also be concerned about us, you know? The other three of us. Plus, they're also aiming their weapons at a Council Spectre. Just saying. The Solarians are not really doing themselves any favors right now. By the way, this scene is a little different if Rex isn't here, if you guys know what I mean. And someday when I get around to doing my full Renegade run, I'll show you what that's like.
I'd like to avoid a diplomatic incident.
As would we.
But you have something valuable to Rex.
Something worth dying for.
This matter can be resolved, but I must insist he remain under guard.
I can handle this, Rex.
Anything goes wrong and all bets are off.
I'm Paddock Wicks, and I appreciate your understanding, Commander. With war on everyone's minds, our people are on edge.
Careful! Watch the containment shield!
Brings back memories.
They were much smaller in my cycle.
As you can see, this base contains sensitive information.
What kind of work goes on here?
Evolutionary trials, morphological simulations, exogenetic assessments.
Nothing is ever simple with Solarians, is it?
Science has always been our best defense. The research we do here has kept Surkesh safe for millennia.
Does that include studying lost Krogan?
The females were in poor health when we found them on Tuchanka. They were brought here to stabilize their condition.
This whole planet smells wrong.
I'd like to see them.
Of course. I'll need to clear you for the lower levels. Give me a few moments and meet me near the elevator.
Attention biolabs. Please prepare for Yod specimen arrival.
Please don't touch that. As I said, Commander, don't touch that. Again, I would ask you to refrain from touching that. Perhaps don't touch that means something different in your language. I would rather not refer this matter to the human embassy. Touch it all you want. You'll never find out what it does. Are humans really so deprived of stimulus that they must insist on touching everything? I'm afraid if you keep touching that, you risk a diplomatic incident. Further manipulation of that object is grounds for further admonishment. Really? You must stop touching that. Once more, the Solarian Union formally requests that you not touch that. Fine. If you are so enamored of that object, then I suggest you get your own feces analyzer. We've already been down that road. No more.
And thus, he became forever known as the "Please don't touch that" Solarian.
Agree with him or not, our orders are clear. Ensure the smooth handover of the Krogan detainees.
Who gave the order?
Our superiors. That's all that matters.
But they're gonna cure the genophage. Everything we've done to stop the Krogan will be for nothing.
When I want your opinion, I'll promote you. Until then, stay sharp and keep your mouth shut.
Again, they continue to be more concerned about the Krogan than the Reapers.
This is where all you Solarians come from, huh? No wonder you're so soft. Too busy writing poetry about waterfalls. Shepard, I don't like this. I should be the one going in.
How about you stay here and we only fight one war at a time?
That was just good old-fashioned Krogan hot air. If it had been real, they'd be dead.
Idle threats are empty threats.
Maybe when this war is over, you can come live on Tuchanka. You'd fit right in.
Back on the Normandy, you said Reapers were sighted on Tuchanka.
Clans Jorgal and Ravenor sighted a few landing parties. The Reapers are up to something. Tuchanka may be a pile of radioactive rubble, but it's our pile. And we'll fight to the last Krogan to keep it that way.
Radioactive?
Garrus. I have to make friends with the one Turian in the galaxy who thinks he's funny.
Imagine how I feel. I'm supposed to hate Krogan, but you came along and warmed my heart with your winning personality.
I could throw a few Solarians off a cliff, if it'll make you feel better.
Are the Krogan ready to fight the Reapers?
Ever since Sovereign showed up, I figured this day would come. My people have spent too much time selling ourselves out as mercenaries. Now we can get back to doing what Krogan do best, saving everyone else from giant monsters.
Never going to let us forget about the Rachni Wars, are you?
The last time I was at the Citadel, I didn't see a Turian statue in your honor.
Just wait till this war is over.
Who tipped you off about the females here?
Sorry, Shepard, but they're listening to every word we say. I prefer my Solarian liver served raw.
He is correct. It was a delicacy in our cycle.
What do you know about these females?
They weren't fertile, so we used them as decoys to draw off enemies from the ones who were. But Malin's experiments changed that. These damn pyjacks stole them right out from under us.
That's a pretty brutal way to treat your women, Rex.
The females suggested it. We've had to make a lot of tough choices to ensure we don't all die off.
Your females are wise.
It's just one more thing that'll get better when the genophage is cured.
I like how this dialogue goes right into when we encounter Eve, you know?
It's been good talking to you again, Rex.
It'll be even better when we have a few Solarians for lunch.
You know, since Eve tends to really showcase that pretty well.
Over in Intel told me the Turians can't hold out much longer. He's hearing the Reapers have them against the wall.
The Turians have the biggest fleet in the galaxy.
And we're only a few Mass Effect relays away from the whole mess.
Be advised that visitors are present in this facility. Please refrain from discussing classified information.
Kirahi!
Commander Shepard, it's Major Kirahi. I'd heard you were coming.
Good to see you again. Sounds like you've been promoted.
Yes, due in no small part to our mission on Vermire. Hold the line. You saved my men that day.
Good to see a friendly face, Major.
Garrus Vicarian. Always a pleasure. It seems the Reapers have a way of bringing us together.
How'd you get posted to this base, Major?
I led the team on Tachanka that found the females. Nasty business. Malin may have meant well, but his operation was crude. Test subjects were unaccounted for. The females easily escaped his lab.
What do you think about bringing the female Krogan here?
Our scientists say it's important to preserve the females. Evolutionary paradigms. I say when people know you're hiding something valuable, they'll want to steal it. Either way, I have my orders. They'll be your problem soon enough.
I guess we're both still feeling the effects of Vermeer.
Yes, ironic. You destroyed the genophage cure, yet now it's the key to an alliance. Your standoff with Erdnot Rex is legend within STG.
I'm sure you saw Rex's entrance.
Our colony's 3 systems away saw it.
He wasn't pleased with the reception. Can't say I blame him.
Apologies, but better that than a Krogan with a shotgun wandering the base. Think of all the casualties. Our medbay couldn't handle it.
Security seems high. You expecting trouble?
Our motto in STG is to always expect trouble. Failing that, create trouble for someone else. Our enemies have the same idea.
A good principle to live by.
Who's this?
He's a friend.
A Prothean.
Prothean. Of course. Amazing what they can do with genetic modification these days. Some new psychological tactic, Commander? Give the Reapers a good scare? And what are you really? Drell? Turian?
Prothean.
Oh. I see.
Yeah, he wasn't kidding.
Are the Solarians prepared for war with the Reapers?
I've heard what they're doing to your Earth. I'm not sure any species can prepare for that. Though rumors suggest you're building a superweapon of some kind.
This business with the females is part of it. I need the Turians' support, and they need the Krogans.
Which is why I never became a diplomat. Too much hand-holding. Leave it to the Dalatresses.
Yeah, about that.
Nice seeing you again, Major.
Likewise. And, Commander, regardless of what the politicians decide, you can count on my support retaking Earth.
You'd do that?
Consider it my way of returning a favor. It would be an honor to fight alongside you again. Good day.
And that is why Kirahi is awesome, and one of my favorite Solarians ever. Alongside Morton. But, man, Kirahi is awesome.
Skirting our inbound approach vectors.
It's like someone's testing our defenses.
Appears that way, sir.
During my cycle, we forgot what beauty looked like. The Reapers extinguished it everywhere they went.
What was your homeworld like?
I never knew. It was already a wasteland when I was born.
Send confirmation to the Dalatras that the exchange is proceeding.
Yes, sir.
And ask her for more warning the next time the Krogan leader shows up unannounced.
Yes, sir.
I wasn't serious. She'll maroon you on Tachanka with raw meat strapped to your back if you do that.
Oh.
Then she'll record the Thresher Maws eating you as a warning to anyone else who challenges her. You have clearance now to see the females, Commander. I hope we can resolve this matter without reenacting the Krogan rebellions.
What do you think about handing over the Krogan?
I differ from most of my colleagues. Curing the genophage will bring closure to this issue. In the future, the Krogan may yet play some role we can't even imagine. We should let the evolutionary process decide who lives and dies, not galactic politics.
Thank you. I like this guy too.
Your time.
Of course. Proceed into the elevator when you're ready.
Finally, a Solarian who actually uses their brain. Other than Morden. And Kiri. You guys knew what I meant.
Now take this elevator down, and someone will...
Alert. Threat condition 2 has been declared. Scramble readiness teams.
What's happening?
Sensors have picked up activity on the perimeter. Hurry, Commander. Someone will meet you below.
And that someone is another familiar face.
Base personnel must remain on site until further notice.
All specimens are accounted for, sir.
Morden!
Shepard, excellent timing. Good to have you here.
Morden?
Eyesight still sharp. Surprise understandable. Hadn't expected to return to work.
You're back with STG.
Special consultant. Had to be me. Someone else might have gotten it wrong. Helped female Krogan. Fed information to Clan Erdnot. Encouraged political pressure to free females.
You must be Rex's inside source.
Yes, can explain later. Security warnings not normal. Need to get off-world for sake of Krogan. Females had weakened immune systems. Side effect of Malin's cure. These didn't survive.
But what about Malin's research? I thought we saved it.
Indeed, data saved, but not complete. Lacks crucial details to reconstruct cure, but still useful for synthesizing from living tissue. Couldn't save them.
I'm sure you did everything you could, Morden.
Arrived too late. Cannot delay now. One survivor, immune to genophage, can synthesize cure from her tissue.
She's still here?
Yes, last hope for Krogan. If she dies, genophage cure... problematic. Please be careful. Krogan's slow to trust.
I'm Commander Shepard, Alliance Navy.
Are you here to kill me?
That would serve no tactical purpose.
Erdnot, Rex, and I are here to take you home.
Why? What am I to you?
Hi, Bakara.
Have the Solarians been mistreating you?
Those are my sisters you saw back there. They died in a lot of pain.
Did the best we could.
And now I know I'm the only one left. That makes me dangerous to a lot of people. What about you, Commander Shepard? Why are you here?
You're the future of the Krogan race. I'm fighting for that.
Then I hope you brought an army.
Alert. Unidentified vessels have breached the perimeter.
Give me an update. Outbound communications have been severed. We're cut off. Secure all data to off-site location.
What's happening?
We have multiple ships inbound.
Shepard, it's Rex. Cerberus troops are attacking the base. Get the females out of there now!
Only one survived, Rex. It might be safer down here.
What? So the Solarians can kill her like the others? No deal. If you still want this alliance, get her out of there.
Release the female. We're leaving.
I can't. Protocol states during lockdown, no specimens.
Objection noted. Now, please release Krogan.
Thank you, Morden.
Need to monitor pod as it clears quarantine procedures.
Meet us at next checkpoint, Shepard. Likely Cerberus opposes genophage cure.
You'll see Tachanka again. I promise.
Get to elevator, Shepard.
Alright, guys. Let's get ready. You've got the particle rifle, you've got the Widow. So, of course, rather than the Reapers showing up and trying to do this, it has to be Cerberus because they're evil!
Put all research subjects into immediate lockdown.
Baron secure.
Watcha secure.
Yard subjects. We have a problem.
What sort of problem?
Security overrides aren't responding.
Log, Morden Solus 178.3. Malin's cure disrupting autoimmune response. Krogan females dying. Malin's data details procedures. Spotted his error. Brute force application to alter hormone levels. Shows how far he'd fallen. Glad I saved data. Have developed counteragent. Saved at least one female.
Yep.
Something's wrong with the elevator. It's not responding. There. Try it now, Commander.
Oh, crap.
Get back!
Okay, then.
Commander Shepard, are you alright?
Is there another way out of here?
Other side of the lab. And emergency exit. I can open it from here.
Shepard, Cerberus forces trying to locate female. Quarantine checkpoint under attack. Hurry!
Log, Morton Solus, 162.3. Used STG ties to secure
Shepard, we
station
really
here.
need to
Gained
get out.
autonomy in caring for Krogan test subjects. Females were obviously dying. Barbaric experiments. Malin's fault. My responsibility to fix. Need to save them. No more. No more dead.
The way out is over here, Commander.
Yes,
I took the shuttle. Do whatever it takes to get the female up to the landing pad. I'll try to make life miserable for Cerberus.
This looks worse than I thought.
I was gonna say, you notice how
There will be more.
how determined Morton sounded there, right? And yes, let's go ahead and acknowledge this. That is a different voice actor.
All squads, be advised we're encountering resistance from
Don't let them take cover in the lab!
But I think he does a great job. Hello, Yogs. You heard that, right?
Until you had to fight a Yogg face to face.
Yeah. I like how Garrus comments on that, like, oh, really?
The female isn't going to last long against this sort of firepower.
Shepard, Cerberus in vicinity. Hurry!
We're on our way. Careful. There goes the next shadow broker.
Could have sworn he was muttering to Sony the whole time.
It is amusing when you bring Liara to this mission and she hears that, she goes, not funny!
Shepard, Cerberus troops at checkpoint. Attempting to kill Krogan. Need assistance.
See the checkpoint! They're under fire!
We have to get in there.
Yeah, sure, go ahead and really try to take her down with that, what, baton you've got there? One, she's in a powerful N7 Defender armor, and she's a Vanguard, so she has a big biotic punch for ya. Hey, Bakara. Hey, Morton.
Are you okay?
Containment shield is holding. We'll try to repair if necessary. Can't speak for Krogan's health, however.
I'm fine, Commander.
Females kept secret. Possibly a mole in STG. Could be indoctrinated. If no Krogan alliance with Turians, Reapers left unchallenged.
We'll do more than challenge them.
Shepard, meet us at next checkpoint. Cerberus likely to target. Hurry! Next checkpoint!
Copy all squads. I have the group in sight. She's been trimmed. Get us up to the next level. All squads confirmed.
Hold on, we leveled. Just really have Biotic Charge just feel like a big BAM!
Where's the Norman?
Shepard, get cracking. I'll try to draw some of their fire.
Shepard, last attack compromised security systems. Attempting to compensate.
Hang on. We're trying to get to you, Morton.
Get down! Somebody give me a location on the Krogan.
more loot. Always gotta look for those mods.
Cerberus isn't fooling around.
The end of a cycle always marks the beginning of chaos.
Whoa! Oh, sorry, Kirhi.
Commander, stay back. Hostiles just down the hall.
Is there an easier way around?
You could say that.
How do I not have one of those?
Go, Commander! I'll cover you!
Orion Squad, your orders are to hold position and block access to next checkpoint.
Looks like Cerberus got some upgrades.
I'll cover you, Commander! Make your advance!
Head-to-head will get us ripped up, Shepard.
We may be able to select them.
We have to take out those turrets!
You're okay.
To the next checkpoint. I'm sure Cerberus isn't done.
Alert. Quarantine containment shield has sustained damage. Scanning. Access confirmed.
Oh, really? Gotta do that every time? Boo.
Morden was right. Cerberus must have been tipped off. They got here too fast.
Every war has its traitors.
Mm-hmm.
The enemy is persistent.
They're up top, too.
Find cover! I'm headed up top!
Orion Squad, trap the female at checkpoint.
Elevator malfunctioning, Shepard. Need assistance.
Just double checking. Aha! I knew it! My loot senses were tingling! The sentry interface! You guys know how much I love that visor. There was even a mod I found. I should try and attempt to get that up and going. It was actually supposed to be like a retexture of it to make it look better.
Take them out! Get them away
A
from
little bit more transparent, just looks overall better. Plus, it also doesn't completely cover up Shepard's face the way it used to in the second game.
Shepard, suspect Cerberus has cut power. Can't progress until you reroute emergency systems.
Species 408, the Varen, could provide a novel form of biological warfare. With enhanced size and intelligence, they could harass hostile civilian populations at minimal cost. Recommend project approval.
A power conduit must be nearby.
Our VIs detected unusual communications between Director Renko, Turwin, and Adalatras. We're attempting to determine the origin of the clandestine project. The correspondence is as follows. What is the status of Scrambled? I expect a progress of you by now. We arranged aid in exchange for their technology. We've met our obligations. It's time for them to meet theirs. We need them to deliver. Virtual aliens are stubborn, short-sighted. They cannot grasp our need, our fear. Here's a quote from Dr. Detweiler's research that will explain. The travelers on the Ark do not understand the concept of time as we do. This has been clear from the early days of our interactions, but was confirmed when a team of idiots hacked into their world. They were there mere hours, but were inside their world for almost 180 years. Many didn't think such a thing was possible, but it does explain why diplomacy is barely moving. When years are as nothing to you, what are months, weeks, days, or minutes? I will encourage the Chief to yield results soon. I have doubts. We need a broader team of scientists. Asari specialists at the very least. Spinning the hoax and wiping the extranet of links to the virtual aliens was a mistake. I do not require quotes from so-called human specialists, Turwin, nor do we need the other species involved. We discovered the Ark, Scrambled, to benefit from the discoveries within. Your concerns over the hoax are noted. We have enough synthetics running loose. People don't need to fear yet another faction of them. Leave any future concerns unspoken. I'm not liable to forget them. Significant communications between the conspirators were too corrupt to decrypt. The following missives are the most recent entries available. Dalatras, we've passed your final deadline. As per your order, Project Mosino has been scrapped, and we are preparing Project Olokun. My reports predict that this will yield viable prototypes within a month. I anticipate intense resistance to the project once the researchers are briefed. There is still time to bring in council support. Together we might all benefit without the collateral cost. The repercussions are too severe. Renko Turwin, Director of Research, Battao Station. Who will care to lose digital people? The galaxy doesn't believe that they exist. Even conspiracy theorists believe that they're a hoax, and the galaxy has more important matters to consider. Engage the operation. We'll handle those that claimed asylum on the Citadel. If that conscience of yours is struggling, then remember this. Our survival rests on this act. That includes your family on Scrambled. Then you leave me no choice.
Excellent. Can clear us. Wait! Another Cerberus squad.
3-point acquired. Broken. 3531.
Don't let them near the female.
Understood.
Keep up the pressure!
Excellent. Affinity for destruction intact, Shepard. Can clear us through now. Shepard, need you to clear us through first.
Affinity for destruction intact. Thanks, Morden.
How you holding up?
Containment shield strong, but not designed for direct fire.
This isn't your problem, Commander. You don't know me.
But I'd like to. Hang in there. How many more checkpoints?
Just the landing area. Hope Erdnot Rex still waiting.
Rex can't keep his hands off a fertile female. He'll be there.
I'll see you up top.
Gosh, I love this mod that makes the Cerberus troops look more accurate. I always hated their look in the original. This looks so much better. The fact that they're actually using those armors that we can be able to use ourselves.
Looks clear now.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Shepard, get your ass up here. I can't fly around forever.
The female's on the way up to the landing area.
You pull this off, and I'm making you an honorary Krogan.
Yeah! I am cool with that.
I think we're almost there.
Shepard, they found us. Under heavy attack.
This is
Need final approval now, Shepard.
Give me a moment, Morden. Just looking around. See if there's anything more I can loot.
Please authorize final release. Can't leave otherwise. We waited too long. Cerberus back. Recommend dealing with Cerberus first, Shepard. Suggest you don't delay this time, Shepard. Need final approval.
Alright, alright.
Shepard, you must authorize release. Pod then transfers to loading area.
Let's get you out of there.
Shepard, heads up! You've got incoming!
Alright, big boy, let's dance.
Shepard! I can't land until you deal with that thing. It's too dangerous. Krogan has been acquired.
Door is damaged. Can't get out.
Stay clear. I've got this.
Protect the Krogan, Shepard. She's vulnerable. Hurry, Shepard. Containment shield. Failing.
Serious firepower. Maybe we can crack it open.
There can be no maybe. It's done. Shepard, I think you get it. Looks clear from here. I'm coming in now. Fighting Saren was a lot harder than this. You had me worried there for a minute.
Let's make this quick.
Let's get you out of there. There they are. That's them.
Wait a minute.
I can handle myself, Rex.
Women.
I guess the mod didn't count for this cutscene. Yeah, this was probably a little too much for them.
Cerberus here. What do you want?
Great mods so far, and they've done a great job, but I'm sure they tried to work on this cutscene and they just were like, no, we can't do this. The way this cutscene handles right there, just a little too much for us.
Commander, I'm hearing chatter you're brokering a treaty between the Krogan and the Turians.
If I get Krogan boots on Palaven, the Turians promise me their support.
And how does Cerberus get involved?
I don't know. The elusive man is up to something.
Then keep them at bay. I can't overstate what a victory this treaty would be for the Alliance. We'll need all the help we can get.
How's the Prothean device coming?
Alliance R&D has officially begun construction. The team has dubbed it Project Crucible. We're throwing everybody who knows how to hold a hammer at it. This is going to be the most ambitious undertaking in human history.
Will we get it done?
I'm not saying it won't be a challenge, but our researchers tell me the designs are elegant, massive in scope, but strangely simple as well. We can do this, Shepard. You can do this. Never doubt that.
No, sir.
Good. Hack it out.
You have the female, Rex. A cure for the rest of your people can come later.
That wasn't the deal.
But Palaven needs your reinforcements now. We can't delay.
Unless every Krogan gets the cure, there's no alliance.
Morden, how long will it take to finish a cure?
Need to synthesize base antigen from female. Also requires healthy male Krogan tissue. We'll need a sample.
You're looking at it.
Acceptable. We'll need you to remain aboard Normandy for procedure.
Let's hope the food's gotten better.
Formulating a cure that works for every Krogan sounds like a tall order, Morden. Can you do it?
Of course. Similar to Genophage modification project. Working against own alterations this time. Not as simple as garbage DNA blocking attachment sites. We'll need to counteract shutdown of redundant nervous system, adjust neurotransmitter levels.
Got it.
We'll create cure, Shepard. Don't need to worry.
Then get started, Morden, and make it quick.
Always do. We'll be in medbay if you'd like to speak more. Eve requires tests.
Eve?
Female's real name unknown. Normandy, a human vessel. Human mythology seemed appropriate under circumstances. Suggest speaking with her. New perspective. Surprising in Krogan.
Oh, we will.
Now, is there anything else?
There's a small matter concerning a ship we've lost contact with.
What happened?
I'd rather discuss it in private.
Turian problems can't even come close to what I've got.
What is it?
Some of my men went missing. The rest of it we can discuss somewhere else.
I'll find you both in the war room. Just be ready to talk.
I find the fact that the two of them feel the need to keep this secret kind of silly. But for different reasons. Like, I'm like, Rex, why would you keep the whole thing a secret? Like, oh, hey, by the way, my men went missing when investigating a possible Rachni disturbance. Why would you be bothered about the Turians knowing that? They could perhaps offer help with that. Just saying. And then, but then there's the Primarch. It's like, okay, look, I get that you're concerned about their reaction, but maybe they could help us try and get that bomb that was left on Tuchanka away from Cerberus and prevent it from being destroyed, and maybe get rid of it or disable it. You know, maybe they could help. But no. We have to be like, no, I don't trust, we'll keep it a secret. Now, there's not as much fallout from Rex keeping it a secret as there is, of course, from the Primarch. But that's something that we can deal with next time, when we will be making our rounds on the Normandy, as well as going to chat with Eve. Stay tuned.